Okay, so we should be on now. Welcome, everybody. Today I'm accompanied by our friend George, who kindly offered to be a volunteer in case my connection drops out and I miss anything on the chat. Can you all hear me and see the slides? It's actually only a few people, so maybe we wait 2 or 3 minutes to see if more people will join. Okay, I haven't got any confirmation, but George, you can see my slides, right?
Yeah, I see the slides.
Okay. So I assume that the rest of the audience probably. Way to go, George. Well, someone is already praising you on the thing on the chat.
That might be a little too much connection. Bob and me are friends in Philadelphia.
Okay, I see.
But at least he's not
Is Bob
booing
a
me.
mathematician too? Yeah. Yeah, only it's far less people today. So maybe we'll start in 1 minute, and then because I have some of the stuff to go through before the actual session starts, by then more people would have joined. Is there setting change to laptop speakers? So Barry, is there? Are you having any issues with hearing me properly? I guess. George, can you hear me properly?
I hear you.
Okay.
I
see a question from Barry.
The sound settings are probably local to your laptop. Unfortunately, there's several layers between Crowdcast, your browser, and your laptop settings.
Yeah, I think he's going to reboot. So maybe we wait until Barry reboots, and then we start. By the way, George, I wanted to ask, this, by the way, well done for offering to do the study sessions on Fridays. How does it go on Discord, doing it via Discord? Is it okay? Is it...
The text part works good, but there's sometimes sound issues, which might also be a bandwidth. So again, I think that depends on some participants have more issues with the audio sound than others. So I think it might be a bandwidth problem.
Okay. And do you do screen share or something, or just a voice and the chat?
Just the voice and the chat. I haven't figured out screen share on Discord.
I'm not even sure whether Discord does it. I haven't myself fully explored Discord. That's why I was wondering, maybe you could organize there and then find something else like, what's this thing called? Something else like Google Meet or something. Or if you are interested, I could set up Crowdcast if you guys want to do study session via Crowdcast, so you can share the thing. But it might be easy to do it with Google, something like that.
Yeah, it's best if it's something that works in people's browsers rather than an external app.
Yeah.
But,
okay, I think we have... yeah, go ahead.
I'm willing to continue with study sessions if we still have off weeks on that same time. but I really would encourage others in other regions of the world to organize their own at a time that is good for them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. I think we have Barry back, so I will just start the session. I know there's only a few people, maybe most of people will watch the recording anyway, so I will just maximize. Can you see the full screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so welcome. So the first thing you can notice, I've changed the title from topology crash course to topology and differential geometry crash course, because this is really a manifolds, especially after adding more structure to them, like smooth structure and these things. This is really realms of differential geometry. So it's not pure, it's not topology. So maybe the title is the best title is really this topology and differential geometry crash course. So today's session will hopefully be short and only few things that we will go through, but it's very important, these things. So I essentially decided that maybe we should focus on charts. I was planning to add atlases in this session, but I was like, okay, maybe let's just focus on charts today. And then in the next session, we go through the notion of atlases and these things. This way you can, spend some time, playing around with the charts, and so you can get familiarized with them, because they're really important pieces of the puzzle in understanding the manifolds, the type of manifolds that we want to cover. Okay. So, there's that. Yeah, so this is correct. I was like session 2. So we are here, session 2 of 4. I'll probably add more. So the question is whether we should wrap up the crash course and then have some other series called Crash Course Plus or something, where we cover a little bit for those who want to cover more advanced stuff. We go through that, like stuff like fiber bundles and these things. But we'll see. Let's see how we go. Okay, so this is in the grand scheme of things, this is where we are. So we talked about topological spaces and we talked about topological manifolds. This is where we are, but from today we will start moving towards the differentiable manifolds. And I added here a section here to. I didn't want to. It's the right time now to add this smooth manifolds. So from this session, towards the end of this session, we're already very close to getting into differentiable manifolds. And then in the next session, you will know what differentiable manifold and hopefully what smooth manifold is. As you can see, smooth manifolds are just special type of differentiable manifolds. It will become clear as we go through the materials. Just a reminder that this crash course is really, the motivation for this is really module 2, that at the current pace, I think it will probably be January, I would say. But again, we'll see how it goes and how you think the best schedule for this. And the Lie groups, as it says here, if you go to Wikipedia, Lie group is a group. You know what a group is. That is also a differentiable manifold. A manifold is a space that resembles blah, blah, blah. So the motivation is really to get you to understand what differentiable manifold, in this case, a special type of differentiable manifold, which is a smooth manifold, before we get to Lie groups. The way that the group structure and the manifold structure interplay with each other, this is something that we will do in module 2. So that's not something to worry about in this section. Now, this brings me to this very interesting question that our friend Dimitri asked on Discord. What is the connection between differential geometry and and the quantum computing? It's not like a straightforward answer, but the easiest, is this is the answer that I come up with. Indeed, is that the gates, the quantum gates that you learn in introductory quantum computing textbooks, are actually prototypes of Lie groups. And as you can see, as I was saying, Lie groups are manifolds, are smooth manifolds, and smooth manifolds are studied in the context of differential geometry. So that's the connection.